The lecture hall of the Vextarian Academy fell silent as Dr. Thalek invited his guest speaker to the podium. The students had been demanding this all semester. They wanted to know about the Deathworld. They wanted to know about Earth. Most importantly, they wanted to know about humans. Standing before 300 young alien scholars was Commander Aria Vasquez, a human who had become the most decorated diplomat in the Galactic Federation. Her presence alone commanded respect. Her scars told stories. "Before we begin," Aria said, her voice carrying the weight of experience, "I want you to understand one thing: everything you think you know about survival is probably wrong." A young Vextarian named Kel-Th raised his crystalline appendage. "Commander, we have studied your species extensively. Humans are physically weaker than most sentient races. Your lifespans are brief. Your bodies are fragile. How did you survive on a death world?" Aria smiled. It was a smile that had intimidated generals and inspired soldiers. "That's the wrong question. The right question is, what does surviving a death world do to a species?" She activated the holographic display. Earth appeared, a planet of staggering beauty and terrible danger. Earthquakes fractured continents. Hurricanes tore through atmosphere. Volcanoes reshaped landscapes. Diseases wiped out civilizations. Predators hunted without mercy. "This is my homeworld," Aria said softly. "On Earth, there are places where the ground itself is toxic. Regions where it rains acid. Oceans that crush anything that descends too deep. Weather systems that can kill you in minutes. And that's just the environment." She advanced the display. Images of Earth's wildlife appeared. Animals with teeth designed for tearing. Creatures with venom that could liquefy organs. Insects that carried plagues. Every living thing, it seemed, was evolved to be lethal. Every organism on Earth is either a predator or prey. Sometimes both. Every creature has multiple backup systems to survive. Redundant organs, rapid healing, incredible pain tolerance. Evolution on a death world doesn't reward weakness. It obliterates it. A student named Soravex asked carefully, "How did humans develop technology if survival consumed all resources?" "That's the genius of human desperation," Aria said. "We didn't develop technology to explore space or achieve luxury. We developed it to survive the next day. Every invention, every discovery, every breakthrough came from asking one question: how do we not die?" She showed images of human history. Primitive humans hunting megafauna. Ancient civilizations engineering irrigation systems to survive droughts. Medieval societies developing medicine during plagues. Modern humans creating antibiotics, vaccines, engineering solutions. But technology is only part of it, Aria continued. The real adaptation is psychological. She displayed human culture, art created during famines, music composed in war zones, literature written in times of despair. Poetry from concentration camps. Art from refugee camps. Beauty created in the midst of horror. Humans don't just survive, Aria explained. We create meaning from survival. We tell stories about our struggles. We make art about our pain. This isn't weakness, it's a coping mechanism that became a defining characteristic. We process trauma through expression. Kel-Th's form rippled with confusion. But that seems inefficient. Why waste resources on art when survival is uncertain? Because without meaning, survival becomes pointless, Aria said firmly. A human can endure anything if they believe it matters. That belief, that purpose, that is what makes us dangerous. She advanced to the final section. When humans first encountered alien civilizations, many assumed we would be conquered or enslaved. They were wrong. Not because we were stronger, we're not. But because we refused to surrender. We adapted faster than our enemies could evolve tactics. We found solutions no one else would consider because we had no luxury of following protocol. The commander showed footage of human soldiers in impossible situations, outnumbered, outgunned, facing extinction. And yet they persisted. They innovated. They survived. In the last century, humanity has gone from primitive metalworking to interstellar travel, Arya said. We did this while still dealing with disease, poverty, war, and natural disasters. Why? Because Deathworld evolution taught us one thing: there is always a way. You just have to be desperate enough to find it. Soravex asked the question that had been on every student's mind: are you saying humans are superior? Arya shook her head. I'm saying we're different. Your species evolved in comfort. You value order, logic, efficiency. Humans evolved in chaos. We value adaptability, creativity, resilience. Neither is superior. But when everything is trying to kill you, the traits that emerge are formidable. As the lecture ended, the students crowded around Arya with questions. But one thing was clear in their voices: respect had replaced curiosity. These young aliens had wanted to understand the Deathworlders. Now they did. And they understood why the galaxy had learned to fear humanity, not because they were the strongest, but because they refused to die. No matter what.